Продолжаем. Divinity Original Sin 2. Здесь как раз только что такой хороший бой был. Тяжелый, но не зря смогли получить хорошие доспехи. А нам куда вообще надо идти-то? Нам, по идее, в сам форт. Ну, скорее всего, здесь вот весь проход и будет.
If she is not here before the setting sun, I fear Magister Atusa forgets us. And I.
Надо будет найти эту Атузу. А здесь что, тоже пройти можно как-то? Как туда спуститься-то? Хотя я помню, был какой-то навык телепортации. Здесь он с какими-то вещами, вроде то ли на ботинках, то ли на перчатках будет.
I've spotted something.
Вы открыли нечто сокрытое. Чем выше ваш уровень восприятия, тем больше ловушек и секретов вы сможете заметить. Судя по граду, здесь недавно копали. Если у вас есть лопаты или вы ящер, можно попробовать узнать, что уже тут зарыто. И что у нас? Угу. Так, ну и Фейна-то надо... А, у Фейна есть. Отлично, тогда мы себе одеваем. Ну, мы уже так и посерьезнее становимся. Как это не достать? Уж вот, можем пройти. Может, здесь мы можем как-то спуститься? Хотя, судя по карте, там нельзя ходить. О, вот здесь надо подняться. Ну, давайте заберем. Рыбу, конечно. И мы здесь готовить можем. Фейн, бери лопату.
This again.
Зелья мы ничего, броня ничего, из пищи тоже, блин, ничего не можем. Так, здесь мы были. Побежим сюда. Здесь какой-то корабль, может, что-нибудь сюда найдем.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat. I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Now, where should I put this one?
Ничего. Это бы нам до этих бутылок. Какие-то клещи. кузнечные. Где они? Вот они. Может, что-нибудь потом с помощью их сможем сделать. Там уже вход, поэтому надо осмотреть. А, так мы уже все везде и были.
I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
Лис Кувалда.
We know you've been helping sorcerers
А, вот он, епископ Александр.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Так. Это та, которая той эльфийке с девочкой помочь хотела. Ну, давайте как красный принц.
Atusa pinches the tip of her
И
tongue
все
with
равно
2 fingers
отрезала.
and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
Oh,
Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
These creatures are so prone to violence, naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
да. Теперь надо сходить то и сообщить, что все. Ничего не выйдет. Далеко бежать придется. Ой, слушай, в капюшоне будет. То вряд ли все хорошо к нежити относятся.
If she is not here before the setting sun, I fear Magister Atusa forgets us. I see.
И все, ничего не...
Do you know the homeland? I wish...
А что, если с девочкой поговорить?
The child seems beside herself.
Я думал, как задание выполним. Ну, туда возвращаемся. Надо срочно найти молоток. О, и фан. Да.
Come on then.
You! Help me teach this beast. He must respect. If not, he comes for you next.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make it?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you.
The elf smiles and bows to you in...
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Надо
Ifan
с
rolls
Сапаем
his sleeves
поговорить.
back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Да, конечно, пусть
He
присоединяется к
shrugs,
нам.
looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling.
That's the truth. For me, for you, for everyone in this place. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out that 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
Так. Он странник. Ловкостью.
Too much, you might say. I can make them bleed any which way you want.
Просто как в ближнем,
Which
так и в
is?
дальнем бою. Палачка-то... Ну, хорошо бы из него сделать боевой маг. Нет. Чтобы найти чокнутую эту Лоуси, из нее сделалось тогда, поскольку у нас Фейн призыватель, сделалось огненного мага.
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Мгм. Да, можем ему... Я как помню, что гидрософистика отвечает за... Да, вот как раз и идет к восстановлению здоровья. Там и будет навыки по восстановлению. Сможем ему немного прокачать. Либо сделаем из него такого полноценного. Защитника. Так, и ботиночки бы ему.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Anything for a fellow sorcerer, isn't that right? I'm sure you...
О, Лоуся. Вот и она.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into...
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. The prince, right? Glad to see you. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for. When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything unusual, did you? I heard the same thing! Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
Она как в демона типа этого превращается.
Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady, like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a... So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking the same sort of... So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It
Да,
does,
пусть
right?
присоединяется.
Before we head out, I've
С
got
ней
more than a few tricks up my
довольно-таки
sleeve.
весело будет.
So you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... when push comes to shove. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
Так, а заклинатель... Какая магия у нее будет?
Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we're at it. What sort of magic are you interested in? Sounds fine. So, we're good, yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay...
Так, да, отлично. Выбрали то, что нужно. У нее 2 жезла. На моей дадим посох, который мы нашли. Посох мага. Ну, больше одеть, наверное. Хотя бы вот. Хотя бы вот так.
The shrine depicts Lucy and the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. A low, resonant, your knees buckle. The hum...
Shrine, by the looks of it.
Теперь мы можем путешествовать. Отлично. О, молоток. Может, мы у нее купить можем?
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. And if it would not be acceptable, well...
Да, конечно, давайте разрешим Фейну поговорить.
Quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head and off. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Dallas, you maniac.
И как он к нам относится? Где мы об этом можем узнать? Так, ну теперь мы с ней можем поговорить.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself. For those...
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off. All manner of things. Have a look.
Так, ну, как снять ошейник, она знает. Мы много чего продать ей можем. Ну, все вот эти вот мечи нам не нужно. Ведро. Это. Вот это, конечно. Это оставим. Много разного оружия. Шептун трава. Оставим. Так, и купим. Угу, для Фейна, чтобы мог усилить. Так, ну все остальное нам, по идее, чинить не надо. Да. Так, для Фейна изучить. Теперь мы можем инкарно усиливать. Это все мы можем выбросить. А почему мы это не выбрасываем? Выбросить. Так, но на ней повесился какой-то значок как задание. Ладно, может быть, мы к ней потом вернемся. Достаточно много золота. О, здесь много стражи. Так просто нападать не будем. Ой, что это с ней?
Leave me. Go.
Get away. Get back. At least wait till I've croaked my...
Нам надо эти штаны украсть. Сохранимся перед этим. Опачки, нас поймали. Давайте сохранимся. О, отлично. Надо наших персонажей получше одеть.
Everything there? Good.
So, this is Fort Joy.
Surely you'll have one? What a crumbling disaster.
Scram, snake face.
Am I awake? I think I need a pinch, or... No, hang on. It's you. They said you'd be red, but I didn't think so. Oh, yes. Of course you have, Prince of Princes. Yes, indubitably. I need to... Meet me, please, Prince, at my abode. Ocean view, rag ceiling, carpets of finest sand. Wondrous, yes. Come, talk to me there, Your Highness. They're really good.
He suddenly leans in, and his voice drops to...
We play the fool among fools, the sage among sages. You'll find me somewhat more coherent in private.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little nut.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light.
I'm listening.
О, что за лечение?
They'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache too. Sure, have a look. Good
Давайте
stuff.
посмотрим, что у него есть. Так, мы можем продать штаны. А он нам что? Ого. Что это за растение такое дорогое?
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Everything there?
Давайте
Good.
принять. Да, давая просто так вещи, у нас улучшаются отношения с ними.
He points the tip of his blade at the grisly sight of the elf hunched over, clutching his knees and...
I solve my own problems. Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn potatoes. Thugs. Look at it this way. People get lawless here, and we...
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Got it.
Hey! You're a little light in your trunk, ain't you? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for... Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe. Only the finest, you know.
О, вот это у нее хорошо. Что мы ей можем продать, чтобы не тратить сильно денег?
Worse than war rations, these.
Так, ну рукавиц у нас ни у кого нету, поэтому мы купим все. И ботинки нам нужны. Это одноручный, одноручный. Ну, мы ей так все золото свое отдадим. Давайте продадим этот сундук. Потом уже как-нибудь откроем. Записка капитана. Пустая фляжка. Куски кожи, щепки. Череп. Древко. Клещи. Так, ну это мы продавать не будем. Потому что потом как сможем изготавливать сами зелья, оно нам понадобится. Сырое мясо. Да, да. Бутылки пива. Вина. Лимонад оставим. Отлично. Это можем продать.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Так, теперь одеваемся.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Take your coin then.
Worse than war rations, these.
Семь из 7, 15, значит, надо вот это одевать. Экипировать. И вот это фейну оденем. Ну вот, уже немножко лучше.
Leave him be. Don't.
Listen, I can help you if you...
Shut up, elf. This clown caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Так, надо найти... О, какой-то спуск вниз. Давайте еще по лагерю пройдемся.
The kin's brow knits together, then apart and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts and doesn't look up as you approach.
Давайте такое выберем.
Did you see someone stand on my foot just now? Perhaps I only imagined it. Recognize you? Of course I recognize you. You're the Red Prince. That's about as obvious as a very obvious thing. What would you like me to say? I know you're the Red Prince. You know you're the Red Prince. Why should we discuss it?
Ну все, мы с таким не будем разговаривать.
Bleeding snake.
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, son.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a...
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladier's lips.
She never did like you.
О, он убил нашего сородича.
At the corpse at his feet, then turns back towards the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
A duel? Where do you think you are, Snakeface? Palace grounds? But if it's a good gutting you're looking for, I'll be...
Ну, сейчас мы ему кишки выпустим. Так, сокрушающий удар. И... мы далековато стоим. Угу. А так мы можем ловче зацепить. Ну, идем туда-сюда. Вот и все. Какие-то трусы, панталоны. Выбросить. Синие. Прикольно.
When another divine arises, will source change? Make the hinges rust. Yet so quickly we find sources so dangerous. What in his death caused it? So Voidwoken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no...
Так, а что у нас здесь наверху? О, там заклинание. И малое зелье лечения. Значит, нам сюда очень надо.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat.
Ben, Mist, Ethan, Mist, you killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer!
Угу. Ну, давайте посмеемся.
Hide who you are, killer. Look at him. It's him.
И что?
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This color, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. I can't. How is it possible? 1 minute you're in the garden in the sun, the next you're here.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her...
И ничего не происходит. Ну, какое-то веселье с топором. Прочесть. Что у нас за новый рецепт?
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
Так, как
Looky
бы
here,
нам
mates.
это
A
украсть?
fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here you go.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshy. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. Blaming a bloke you just met for your misfortune, are ya? Ease off, or I'll go ahead and double what you owe. Don't think your connections will get here in time to save you if you don't pay up now. We'll see about that, Freshy.
Ну, еще бой. Ну, все. Разозлили, да? Сейчас мы их всех отметелим. Вот так. Задеваем, задеваем. Есть. Куда собрался? Молодец, всех подожги. Как бы там отойти с огня? О. Ну, ребят, вам всем хана. А сколько мы так нанесем? Один готов. Не, так мы своих заденем. Все кинжалы сюда кинем. Еще и взорвем его. Куда ты? О, в спину решил. Вот говнюк. Этого или этого убить? А где книга делась? Сердце. Может, книга куда-то улетела? Блин, то зачем шли? Ну, хоть ботиночки заберем. Полностью здоровые, здоровые, здоровые. Так, это надо Фейну отдать. Он с помощью этого увеличительного стекла сможет распознавать вещи. Где Фейн? Вот Фейн.
she ain't coming back.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
He hasn't changed a bit.
She's gone. Gone.
Так, и здесь ничего нету. О чем они тут
Philip
разговаривают?
can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Mad as a cooker, that one, and twice as loud. Distraught don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of hers, killed by a void woken she was. Been dead and buried for a month now, and there ain't no amount of hot...
Please, I'm sorry, but you must leave. My baby's terrified of lizards. She may be hiding from you even now. Irma! Irma, darling, are you here? Please, sweetheart. Where are you? No, please. She's terrified of your kind. I don't know why, but if she sees you, she's sure.
Ну так может Фейн тогда с ней поговорит?
Please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Oh, bless you, bless you. She's been missing for days now, and not a single. Irma's her name. She's about as high as your hip, black of hair. I'm sick with worry, completely sick. And no one in this damn... I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the...
She soaks up a steady stream of tea.
She ought to come with you then.
Это не та ли, которую мы
She
на
ought to
берегу
follow you
встречали?
back to me. You are an angel.
Даже вот где-то... Вряд ли, конечно, на карте этого нету, но вот здесь вот мы побежали туда, потому что вроде мы ее там вот и встречали. А чё, во все застряло? А, это Трайс. Ага. Хорошо, а... Здесь кто? Тэм. Значит... Как нам вообще сюда попасть? Значит, это вот эта вот девочка. Ой, сейчас долго бежать будут. Но мы вроде больше нигде не встречали никого. Может, еще здесь? Как бы сюда попасть? Нет, это не она. Значит, туда надо... Ай. А, это уже от форта. Угу. Надо по этому берегу пройтись. Аж может не обязательно... Да, давайте, может, сюда все-таки. Не обязательно, что она здесь была. Да, возвращаемся в форт. Можно сделать это чуть быстрее. Я думаю, она где-то здесь вот все-таки.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree. So tell me. Tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me, I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. You speak fiercely. You speak without fear. You are a warrior, a being. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your spine. I give my word. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore.
О, но это для геомантии. Из этого нам ничего такого не надо. Только если зелье купить. Так, зубы можем продать. Угу. Давайте вот так вот.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? A prince, no less. Don't think I ever had you here alone, Sir Prince?
She gives you a long look.
You've got a sharp tongue. Seems to me I hear a whole lot of bitterness and anger at the root of it, though. You think twice about facing this mean world alone, eh? Someone to drink to in the evenings, someone to hold at night. Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Easy enough.
О, зверь.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His...
Got two of my own, haven't I?
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together before placing them...
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Go on then, give...
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank...
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I...
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands...
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap. But I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether...
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe you don't.
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder with a great, strong hand.
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
А его просто называют Зверь.
May have been cast out, but you can bet your last heel of breed she wishes she hadn't have. I've taken my revenge 1,000-fold on that tyrant's fleet. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the... Let's get down to brass tacks. Fight. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, then it's settled. Capital. Aye. But it seems you've no room for old Beast in your clan now. You come find me when a spot opens up, and take it from...
Значит, он за нами не пойдет пока что. Ну, давайте на этом пока и остановимся.